The Tau invasion of a Grelin Prime rages, and the Raven Guard must gather their strength to stop the Path of Blood and evacuate the doomed world. This is 40K in 40 minutes.
Hey everybody, this is Space Marine Steve, and I'm from Play on Tabletop, of course, and I'm here in the Play on studio, so pumped, because today I get to hunt some Tau. That's what I get to do.
Tau Nick is back.
David Maloney, one of our favorite Commander tier patrons, is the brainchild behind this game and calls for great verticality and some interactive terrain for this match.
This is inspired by the Kaiyun campaign book that came out a while ago. The story about how Shadow Sun led a group of Tau to invade an Imperium world and hunt down the Raven Guard chapter master.
10th edition has heralded changes to how flyers move. Now flyers move diagonally through the air, making vertical terrain interact more with your models.
If you're on a level higher than the enemy, you actually get +1 to your AP, so it would actually be very advantageous to be higher than your opponent.
The mission is Scorched Earth, but the raising objective rule will only apply to the bridge objective. And when raised, it will blow up, forcing any models on the bridge to emergency disembark, like a model escaping a destroyed transport, taking mortal wounds if they roll ones. The mission rule will be Chilling Rain, and the armies will deploy in the Dawn of War setup.
I think that this is going to be a really interesting mission to play. I'm really excited to use all my infiltrators and jump packs, just as I know Nick is excited to lose.
Our sponsor is GameMat EU. GameMat EU provided the awesome accent pieces to our map. Their pre-painted terrain is our go-to for giving our tables the touches that immerse us in our games. Go to GameMat EU to create your own unique tabletop environment. There's a link in the description below.
So my Phobos Librarian is going to join one of my infiltrator squads. Cave and Strike is going to join the assault squad right there.
I have a Cadre Fireblade that's attaching to the Breachers. I also have a Cold Star Battlesuit that's attaching to the battlesuits, the Crisis of Battlesuits.
So I'm going to use the infiltrate abilities and deep strike abilities that I have to control the reserves, the pace of the game, and Nick is not going to see it coming.
Vespid are in Deep Strike, but nothing else will be in Reinforcement. For the purposes of using this fantastic vertical map, we are using the If It Sits, It Fits, as long as the entire base is supported by the terrain. This is a small map and is already crawling with units. These speedy forces put the player decisions in the spotlight. Should be a tight, competitive game today.
Good luck. I don't know actually what to do here. This is actually really tough. I feel like I need to
And the year of Steve continues.
I feel like I need to focus on one side of the table, but this side of the table is really tough, and you've put really tough stuff already on that side of the table. I'm gonna have to be really careful. Steve has a lot of infiltrating units. I have 2.
Big choices like Nick's Devilfish and the Desolators are held back and deployed once the enemy has committed most of their forces. The deployment phase can win or lose the battle before it even begins.
Sweetness. Let's do this. Rule C goes first.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna do, inspired by Steve, the Steven Box Flex Roll. Every time! You know what? That is the 5th time that has happened.
That sucks.
Every time I do it.
Oh, you need to be inside the thing, maybe.
Oh, it's a double 1!
Classic.
Hey, Steven, you saved me. All right, I'm not gonna do it this time, though. No chance. Yeah, 4. There we go. Much better.
Oh, come on.
You need more practice.
Yeah, there it is.
Good luck, Steve.
Good luck to you too, man. This is gonna be fun.
It's gonna be a bit of a cat and mouse. If I can put some on those objectives immediately and support them with my other troops, I'll be in a good spot.
I am taking my Raven Guard for the first time on the channel. I'm so excited. And I get to hunt down in this complex city environment where we've got lots and lots of levels. We've got sewers, we've got city streets, we've got high skyscrapers, and I get to hunt me some aliens. I'm excited.
Is this truly the year of Steve? Well, we'll find out. Maybe it's the year of Nick. Because I haven't lost one in 10th edition yet either. That's not true. I lost all my Combat Patrol games. Never mind.
All right, so I got first turn, and I am not particularly excited about it. I really, really wanted Nick to go first. All right, cool. So now, what in your army is lone operative?
This guy here.
Yep.
This guy here. So Shadow Sun.
Okay.
And the Ghost Keel are
Sounds
lone
good.
operative.
Sounds good. So I have a lot of lone operatives. The Calidus Assassin is a lone operative.
Got it.
The Phobos Marines here with the Phobos Librarian.
Oh, really?
They're lone
the
operatives.
entire unit?
Whole unit is lone because the Librarian shrouds them.
Oh, that's awesome.
Shrike makes him and his unit
No
lone operatives.
way!
They're lone operatives
Oh,
because
this is
Shrike
gonna be really
shrouds
tough.
them. He is a lone operative.
The
here.
captain there?
The captain's a lone operative.
Or
the
sorry, the
Scout
lieutenant.
Snipers are lone operatives. And the Eversor Assassin is also a lone operative. We're also playing on a confined board, and so the thing with the confined board is sometimes lone operative is going to help me, sometimes lone operative isn't. My Eversor Assassin makes its 9-inch scout move, runs right here. I will use this scout move on my Storm Speeder.
The lieutenant with combi weapon designates the sewer as its objective du jour to re-roll wounds nearby.
All right, well, I think, so now we will begin the game. So,
Okay.
Command phase, we each gain a command point. Look at that. I'm gonna draw my objectives.
The objective draw, tempting target and capture enemy outpost. The bridge objective is the tempting target and will score Steve big points, but will leave him exposed to reprisal.
The Oath of Moment target is going to be this stealth suit squad right here in the middle. I kind of want to get rid of those and clear you from the
makes a lot of
centerpiece.
sense. I am loving the added tactical challenge of this board, but I'm also feeling like, because it's so different, I'm feeling like paralysis and not knowing what to do optimally, right? It's such a different board.
Right, and then my infiltrators here are going to advance. They got a 5. And then the Eversor Assassin is going to drop down as well. He has lone operative, yeah.
That'll be tough to kill, actually.
Infiltrators advance way up, getting objectives on both sides. The map is flooded in power armor. Nick will have work to do to take an objective.
Your army is annoying, Steve.
I know. That's the end of my movement phase. We're gonna go on to my shooting phase, which makes me feel excellent. This Land Speeder Storm and the scouts inside, and they're gonna shoot everything into that scout squad.
A cinematic flyby to get things going.
So they're stealth, right? So
Yeah,
I'm minus
stealth,
one to hit
-1
them?
to hit, yep.
All right, sounds good. Rolling. Oaths of Moment. Oaths of Moment.
Oath of Moment re-rolls and a suit is blasted from the bridge.
And then the
Snipers?
sniper scouts here. So the 4 snipers, they're gonna go into there, and then the missile launcher is gonna crack Tetras. Stealth suits. 3s re-rolling. 4s re-rolling. 4s, yeah.
Say 2 of them, 1 goes through.
So I kill one.
All right, you've killed the other stealth suit. Just the commander of the unit is left.
And then the missile into the Tetra. 3s. 3s. Sure.
Don't
Good.
get it.
So D6 damage. Huh. For 5 damage.
All right, I have 2 wounds remaining with one of the Tetras.
And so what's going to take place is I'm going to take all of my Castellan launchers from the Desolation Squad.
Oh, and with your out of line of sight shots?
Yeah, and because they remain stationary, they 1, ignore cover,
Okay.
and 2, ignore all of the detriments for shooting out of line of sight. So
They just have a special ability to do so? That's awesome.
that's just what it does. Target optics.
Nice.
So D6 shots with the Vanguard launcher. 6 shots. Oh, it's super dead just with this. So it would be hitting on 2s, now on 3s, re-rolling. 3s re-rolling.
So I need all 4 ups.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so close!
Death.
Stealth suits are no more. Rest in pieces.
I'm feeling okay after my shooting phase.
Steve did some damage. I don't think he did enough.
The Raven Guard grab their tempting target for 5 victory points, a great start. Capture enemy outpost was a bridge too far and is cashed in for a much needed command point. Nick still has his big guns, and now he gets to spool them up.
Unfortunately, I'm in a tactically weird spot. I think Steve has taken a very commanding lead on the right side of the board with the big tower. I'm highly contemplating abandoning this objective.
Yeah. I mean, you only need 2 of them to score the 10 points,
What are the
right?
range of the guns?
24.
24? And they have lone operative. So you can fire at this objective, but that's it. These guys are fast, The assassin can pick up and go somewhere else, but if I can make that entire unit essentially useless,
It's a great feeling. You're gonna bail that way?
so as much as it pains me to do so, I'm gonna abandon that entire side of the board and focus on what I can do.
Bring it down and behind enemy lines. Bit of a tough draw here. Nick will need to swat that speeder and grab some objectives to not fall behind. 3 command points for Steve and 2 for Nick into the bottom of turn 1.
Movement phase. So the devilfish is going to advance,
I love it.
and it advanced 1 inch.
That is not enough.
Okay, so I'm spending command point right now, down to 1.
Okay, I pause.
Yeah.
I'm going to Reign of Confusion.
No, yeah, of course, this is the best one to do it on.
So yeah, so the command point reroll stratagem for you for the remainder of the game now costs 2 command points instead of 1.
Oh,
Reign of Confusion.
that'll do.
That'll do. That
Okay,
does
so
it.
my strategy will work. All the guys are getting out.
I am going to
Overwatch?
spend 1 command point.
A 1 CP spend on squad tactics for the infiltrators. We'll try and bully the breachers back.
So I'm gonna roll and I'm gonna use it on my infiltrators. And they're gonna go 3 inches.
Unfortunately, the strategy didn't work, and the Fireblade and the Breachers are able to come out and try to kill these guys. Yeah. Looks really cool. I love 40K like this. So now my crisis suits. They can move 18 inches and still fire their guns. What I'm tempted to do is just book it over here.
That checks out.
So I lose 6 inches of movement by going up and down over this little hump thing here.
Correct.
That's annoying.
It is. Interesting. Makes sense.
That's my thinking.
I understand your thinking.
Okay, hole in the home objective.
I mean, it's not right.
You always make me second guess all my decisions, man. Shooting time.
I'm loving it. I'm loving every minute of
So
it. Go.
in the shooting phase, I've got to now pair units off for the Marker Light ability.
do,
For the
yeah.
greater good. 1 unit supports the other one. It gives them +1 to hit, but -1 if they shoot at anything not at the targeted unit.
Okay.
So, I have to actually, it's a little bit of a mind game here because I got to figure out it before I fire everything because they kind of got to work together. This unit here specifically, whatever unit they target, gives them full rerolls.
Wow. Very good.
For hitting, which is fantastic. The stealth suits give them reroll 1s to wound.
Okay.
All right, first shot. Shadow Sun right here. It's gonna fire everything into the bike right in front of it.
Sounds good. The Land Speeder
spear.
Storm.
Yeah. Hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s.
On 3s.
On 3s, 2 wounds at -4, please.
Yep, but just death.
D6
All right.
+2 with each one. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 wounds.
Yep, you kill it.
Excellent.
Deadly demise. No.
Does not explode.
All
All the guys
popping
get out,
Good.
and none die from getting out.
The speeder is vaporized by Shadow Sun, and scouts artfully dodge the crisis suits by jumping out to the far side of the bridge.
The commander, because he's tall, can still see him, but the crisis suits down here can't.
Nope.
So I might as well go with these crisis suits next. The Devilfish
Yes.
is going to observe this unit of infiltrators
Sure.
for this unit of crisis suits.
Okay.
So that means I'll be +1 to hit at these guys. This unit of crisis suits is going to split fire. The crisis suits are going to go into the infiltrators. The commander, who's the only one that can see, can target these guys up
scouts.
here. He
Got
will be
it.
at -1 to hit, but that's
Sure.
okay because he's already hitting on 2s.
I'm going to spend 2 command points. So the first command point.
Steve's pop smoke on his infiltrators for 1 command point, and another command point on Armor of Contempt. Those infiltrators will be tough to take out.
So the 3 plasmas, I hit you none.
Wicked.
Not a 1.
I love it.
Not a 1.
I'm loving every minute
Nothing.
of it. I'm here for it.
And then the commander firing into these guys up here, the scouts.
Here it is.
And then
another train of
1
ones.
plasma misses,
Yeah, it does.
because it only hits on 3s now.
Yeah.
And the cyclic ion blasters,
Funny enough, you did that to yourself.
overcharging. All right, so that's 4 hits, rerolling, not rerolling 1s. 4 hits. And 1, 2, 3 wounds.
AP.
-2.
-2. It goes to -1 because of cover. So 5 ups. I make 1, fail 2, so 2 scouts die.
2 damage each.
Yeah.
Well done. And then I need to make a hazardous test for the
Yeah,
commander.
3 mortal wounds. Oh, no, to the unit.
So I'm rolling 2 hazardous tests because I fired 2 hazardous weapons. No hazardous. Okay. Devilfish, splitting his fire. He's got 2 one-shot feature missiles. They are going to go into this commander here. Okay. The rest of its burst cannon shots are all going to go into these scouts up here.
All right,
Try to finish them
sounds
off.
good.
Burst cannon shots into the scouts. The drones fire, and they wound you once. No AP.
Nope, take a wound.
Accelerated burst cannons.
So
2
2
wounds,
4-ups.
no minus.
Make them both.
Make them both, so you couldn't do it there. All right, and then the 2 secret missiles into that commander right there.
Sounds
Shot
good.
that Strength of 14.
Yeah, on 2s.
1 wound at -3.
6 up. Nope, takes it.
D6 plus 1 damage. Oh, 7
him.
damage and ice him!
Woo, rough.
I needed that. Die. You've given me really hard choices with my target priority, like really hard choices.
Just you wait.
Yeah. Just you wait.
It's just you wait.
All right. We're gonna go next with the breachers. The breachers are all gonna go into this unit of infiltrators.
Yeah, okay.
Before they fire, though, I'm gonna use 1 command point on the grenade stratagem against that eviscerator.
Yeah, okay.
So Fireblade is gonna toss a grenade.
Yep.
So 6 dice.
Sounds
1, 2,
good.
3, 4, 5, 6. Every 4-up is a mortal wound.
Yes, yeah.
How many wounds you got with that eviscerator?
I got 4. He explodes though.
Ooh. So that's 4 mortal wounds. Yeah!
Pain
Phew, boom!
So deadly demise. No.
Oh, I kind of wanted to see that.
Killing a lot of characters.
I didn't expect
Just a lot
to
of
be
luck.
honest.
You're doing just
That
fine.
was fantastic. And then the breacher unit, which is also being guided by this this unit of Tetris, are guiding into there, which means they'll reroll all their hit rolls.
Yep.
So these are all the breacher shots. I'm hitting on 3s, rerolling misses.
Here we go.
Hoorah!
So this twice over. So 3 ups and then 6 ups.
Die. Getting better.
1 guy with 1 wound.
Wow, I got close there. Good job, breachers. So the ghost keel actually can't see the 1 wound infiltrator left. So the ghost keel, and because these guys are lone operative, are these guys lone operative?
No.
Okay, so the ghost keel actually his only target is to fire everything into these scouts.
Okay.
So he's gonna be guided by these stealth suits.
Okay.
To reroll 1s to wound and +1 to hit. Hitting on 3s.
Okay. 5 ups. I make none of them.
No. Each one is 3 damage.
out.
And then lastly, the last unit to fire is the stealth suits, and they're all gonna fire at that 1 wound guy.
The stealth suits clean up the last infiltrator. Steve's big moves may have got him into trouble. Those Tau guns hurt.
Nick has had a ruthless turn.
Assassin dead, Lieutenant dead, Infiltrator's dead, Scout Squad dead, Speeder dead. This was a good turn. That's it, Steve, that was a great turn.
Except I'm going to use a couple of abilities.
Shrike's Assault Marines and the Calidus Assassin are taking to the shadows, and we'll get to Deep Strike next turn. The score is close, 5-3, but the Raven Guard are bleeding units and will need to hit back hard in turn 2.
I think that Nick is really set up for success in this game so far. However, I've got a few tricks up my sleeve, and I think if I can do enough damage to Nick right now, I might be able to cripple him enough so that the rest of the game lands in my favor. But it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be a tough one. We'll see what happens.
1 command point for Steve and 2 for Nick.
I am going to make the Crisis Suit unit my Oath of Moment target.
Ooh, I don't like that at all.
Yeah, we're gonna try and kill them. I'm also going to choose the Devastator Doctrine as my doctrine of choice.
Behind enemy lines and assassination are decent pulls of the Raven Guard. Steve could put together a scoring turn here with the right moves.
I'm gonna go into my movement step now. Desolation Squad is going to advance. So 6, they can go 12 whole inches. These 3 infiltrators move to the 2nd level, so right underneath it, holding the objective still, but staying on the 2nd level in case I do need to abandon the objective to accomplish something. Then, because that's all the units I have on the table, I'm gonna bring in my Deep Strikers.
Reinforcement step.
Yeah, reinforcement step comes in. So behind enemy lines triggers.
That's not
I
big.
need
5 inches is
I know,
tiny.
but I think that the assassin can probably pull it off.
100%. Oh, I love this
we're gonna
move.
do it.
I really, really love this
doing it
move.
right
I
in the
want to see
middle.
this charge work. Shrike
That's
versus
so-
Shadow. This is actually straight from the narrative there.
This is, yeah.
Shrike tries to take down Shadow Sun.
Because Nick's turn is so devastating, I have to make sure that my turn is equally as devastating. And I establish myself and continue scoring points throughout the game. The Calidus Assassin is going to use its Merle Shredder, and it's going to flame your stealth suits. So D6 auto hits. Whoosh.
Nice.
2 up. I was a good cover.
AP -2, so yeah, yep, I save it. I save all but one. One goes through.
Ouch. 1 damage.
1 damage.
That sucks.
Well done.
The scouts all into the stealth suits as well.
Makes sense.
Fours, no wounds, and then the missile, 2s.
Ah, failed. Went through.
So I do D6 damage.
So it kills the one guy.
Yeah. Caven Strike is going to shoot Blackout into the unit of suits.
Some sort
in
of
the back
sniper
there.
weapon?
It is a sniper weapon, yeah.
That's cool.
So hitting on 2s, you're rolling. 4s, you're rolling. Neither. Nothing. Additionally, Spark's just going to ram everything in there. I am going to spend 1 command point.
Steve spends his command point for Storm of Fire on his Desolators, and Nick responds with stim injectors on the Crisis Suits.
This entire unit now has a 6+ feel no pain,
Sure.
so hopefully that'll keep him around, but I highly
I mean, all you guys have 6 wounds apiece. There's like 40 wounds in there.
yeah.
Yeah, there's no way. 3 apiece. 3s, you're rolling. 5s, you're rolling.
It's a lot of 6s there, Steve.
Yeah, feels good. And then after that, 4 super cracks.
Super cracks?
Super cracks.
Super cracks sound terrifying.
They are terrifying.
They actually called super cracks?
Super crack, yeah.
They're actually, that's what they're called?
Super crack rocket launcher.
Oh, I thought you were making that up. And
No,
that's actually what they're called.
that's what they're called.
That's amazing. I love that.
On 2s, you're rolling.
4, 5, 6 on 6s.
All right.
Give me some 6s! 1 6! I got one!
So it's D6 plus 1 damage.
All right.
So the first guy takes 4 and then takes another 2.
Okay, so he will be dead. However, I have a 6+ feel of pain.
Yeah.
This could save his life. Give me 1 6. 1 6! He's alive! So this guy has 1 wound remaining.
And then you have to make 6 AP -1s.
So I have it on a 3, going to a 4.
Sounds good.
On 4s! I saved 2 of them. So on
Feel
6+
pains.
feel of pains, I saved no more. So 4 wounds. You've killed the one guy,
Yeah.
taken 3 wounds on the next, meaning I have 3 wounds left
Yeah.
on the other crisis suit.
It didn't happen. It didn't happen. That's bad. Real bad. I killed 1 crisis suit. 1 crisis suit. 1 sucks. And then you have to make a 1 AP -3, 2 damage shot.
Okay, on a 6. 6 up feel of pain for those 2 wounds. I don't make either. So down to 1 wound with one crisis suit.
I'm gonna go to my charge phase, and Shrike is gonna charge in to Shadow
I'm
Sun.
really nervous about this. Not only is this narratively cool, because if he charges him, yeah, he'll kill him. It's awesome. It looks cinematic. It's really fun. But if Steve flubs this roll, I hold the objective, and I can raise that objective on my turn.
I beg of you, please make this charge.
And we have a special rule in this game that allows you to blow up the bridge if you raise the objective on the bridge. Let's see if you make that in. 9-inch charge.
Here we go. Please do it.
Be the Steve I know and love. Games. Oh!
There it is.
Steve!
In he
Yeah.
goes.
Come on in. Come on in.
Oh,
Let's
yeah,
see
let's
this.
Go, let's see it.
Come closer to my guns, Steve. Come closer to my guns.
The Calidus fails the charge. Uh-oh.
I'm gonna clean up Shadow Sun, and then Nick's gonna dance around and say that, no, she was actually in the ghost kill. Alrighty, here we go.
This is everything into Shadow Sun, right?
This is everything into Shadow Sun from Raven Strike. So 7 attacks, hitting on 2s. Whoosh. So it's on 3s, down to 4s, but re-rolling because it's twin linked.
So on a 5 up invulnerable. Save 1. Save 1.
Takes 6.
Takes 6 damage. She has exactly 6 wounds.
Goodbye, Shadow Sun. Just rips her apart.
Bye, Shadow Sun!
Bye, Shadow Sun.
Shadow Sun dies! But plot armor, that's not the real Shadow Sun, because in this narrative that this is inspired by, Shadow Sun is actually in the Ghost Keel. That was a body double that was floating around the field to encourage.
Steve still nabs 5 assassination points and secures the bridge objective, up to 15 victory points. Steve will toss behind enemy lines. This will earn him another command point, but at the cost of an opportunity for victory points.
Stay tuned for Steve killing a ghost kid.
The scariest thing in your army are these 2 units.
Yeah.
Both of those squads are huge threats, but I think I can only deal with one. If I focus fire between the Ghost Keel and the Crisis Suit unit, I think I might be able to eliminate this unit. But that means all of my firepower in one main hit.
Nick looks confident here. He has not lost much firepower and should be able to hit Steve pretty hard.
We're gonna see what I can do about this game here. Drawing 2 objectives.
Storm hostile objective and investigate signals. Might be hard to score big in round 2 for them.
I don't know if I can score any secondaries this round, Steve.
You might not be able to.
Okay, and then let's go on to the movement phase.
Oh.
In the movement phase, my breachers are gonna get back in the devilfish because they're kind of useless down here. Not a lot for them to do. Through here. Stealth suits, what do they want to do? That assassin is scary, but I don't think I'm actually gonna target it this round. So these stealth suits are just literally gonna move up. All right, I'm choosing to ignore strike. I'm gonna be aggressive.
Sure. He's going to go all in because he's not confident in his ability to get rid of the assault squad.
So let's go bold here. Let's take Steve's home objective, move my crisis suit across the board, threaten his home objective, and see if I can't wipe them out.
But now what's happened is he's left me a full assault squad with Cave and Strike. So we'll see how this goes, Nick, but I don't know, buddy. So when they finish their move, I'm going to spend a CP and I'm going to overwatch them with the Desolation squad.
Oh, brilliant. Brilliant, sir.
Oh, yeah. That's the stuff. So super crack missiles on 6s, re-rolling because you're of the moment.
Yep.
On 6s, nothing. I really need a couple of these. Come on, baby.
Oh, the moment, reroll.
So D6 shots with the Vanguard launcher. So 5 shots with the Vanguard launcher.
Oh, I need this one to fail too.
So on
no 6s, no
6s. Oh man.
And you get rerolls.
Whoops.
So far, so good.
No 6s. That sucks.
Excellent.
All right.
Well done, guys. Well done. There was potential for a lot of damage. I think it was the right call.
With the it's the right call.
100%
Yeah.
was the right call. It just didn't work out.
Not getting any of the 6s on the cracks sucked.
Yeah. So the Ghost Keel is going to go right here, taking the objective.
Yep.
Holding it.
Vespids, drop in the rear and threaten the Raven Guard home base.
What happens in turn 2? Normally in turn 3, I get sustained hits everything.
Yeah, but nothing.
However, because this is turn 2 and I have an enhancement on that commander, I actually get sustained hits this round. And if I can guide that unit, it's sustained hits 2.
Whoa.
So I potentially have a lot of shots coming into that unit.
Yeah.
So in the shooting phase, let's start with that first because I need it to happen. Can this Devilfish see that unit?
No.
Okay.
Because I cannot see you at all. You're totally out of sight.
Can that unit of stealth suits see the t-shirt cannon?
Let me look. No.
I maybe didn't think this through.
No, they cannot.
Okay, so then I have to do it with the Ghost Keel, which means the Ghost Keel can't be guided himself. That sucks.
I love it.
So the
I'm
Ghost,
here for it.
So the Ghost Keel is going to guide this unit of Crisis Suits.
Yep.
And that Crisis Suits is going to get +1 to hit.
Love it.
Yeah. Let's do this!
Okay, here we go.
Crisis Suits, fire everything. Crisis Suits is going to overcharge all the weapons.
Yeah, that checks out. I'm right with it. 5 ups. You ice the whole squad.
Yeah!
The Crisis Suits wipe out the Desolators with ease. Will the Raven Guard survive at all here?
The Ghost Keel is going to fire everything into that strikes unit right there. Strength 8, moving on 2s. 3 damage each.
Whoop. Yeah, 1 guy dies.
Okay, so that's the Ghost Keel. Almost lastly, the Tetras are going to spot for the stealth suits. Scouts.
I fail. How much damage?
Take 1 wound. So that's my entire shooting phase. It was devastating to kill that 1 unit, but it wasn't as devastating as the previous round, for sure.
Correct.
I managed to get myself in a good position to hide from that assassin. I managed to threaten his home objective. In fact, I took it. And now Steve is left with some very difficult choices.
I think maybe, just maybe, I see my opening to win the game. And if I dart fast enough and run hard enough, I think I'm going to be able to do it. I think I'm going to be able to do it.
Calidus Assassin takes again to the shadows. Tossing investigate signals, Nick goes to 3 command points. The damage seems to have fallen off slightly for the Tau. Could be an opportunity here.
Alrighty, so now is my time to pivot and try my best to score as many points as possible and maybe, just maybe, eke out a win here at the end of the game.
Steve has a mountain of Tau to climb here, only 3 points behind, but lost his mount, and there are lots of Tau guns left in the field. 10 points on primary is great, and will keep him in the running. Steve pulls extend battle lines and overwhelming force. These are doable. Let's see if he can pump up the score before the Tau wipe him out.
Effectively what takes place is I have to go 5 inches down, I get to go 1 out, and then I would roll, if I roll a 5 or a 6, that would give me, oh man, it's
So 1/3
that's
chance?
so dicey.
That's super dicey.
Of like a 7 or 8, of 7-inch charge. So let's say I roll a 7, which is averages. What could happen is I touch here, if I get a bigger roll that I can come up here, and then let's say I kill the whole unit, then I move this way, but it's not honestly gonna happen.
Not guaranteed.
And I think it's much more reasonable for me to hang on to that objective, take this one and score extend battle lines. For Odes a Moment, I'm gonna select the Crisis Suit unit as my Odes a
For a
Moment.
second round at a time.
So it is a 6-inch charge from here directly down and in.
Yep. All right, as soon as you finish that movement, I'm actually gonna spend 1 command point, bring myself down to 3, to overwatch you with
Yeah.
that unit of Crisis Suits. Because I have sustained, those 6s, if I get some,
It'll matter a lot.
They're gonna be an extra hit. It might help here. And if I can kill a couple of those guys, that might make it possible.
Yep,
Yeah,
go for it.
We'll see, we'll see. All right, so I'm gonna overcharge everything. Might as well. Because it wounds you on 2s.
Yep.
Crisis Suits with their cyclic ion blasters on 6s. So wounding on 2s, 2 wounds at -2.
2 wounds and -2. In cover, -1, so 4 ups. Make 1, fail 1.
1 dead Marine.
Oh no.
Yeah. Then the plasma rifles, which get no 6s, and then the commander, with also equipped with 2 cyclic ion blasters, gets a 6, which becomes 2 hits, of course, because of sustained, which become 2 wounds at -2 each.
Okay, so 4 ups. Make 1, fail 1.
Kills another one.
Yeah.
Okay, so I managed to kill 2 with that, but I owe you some hazardous tests.
Yep.
5, 6 hazardous tests.
Yeah.
1/1. Oh no! It kills a Crisis Suit.
I love it. Because of this positioning of the devilfish,
Yep.
does it mean I can't deep strike on top of the bridge?
Yep.
That sucks. So what'll happen instead is we're gonna just kill some Vespid.
Could charge into the Ghost Gill.
No, let's give her real targets.
All right, the assassin's going down.
Yeah.
All right, bring it, Steve, bring it. I want to see this happen. I want to see you claw back into this game.
Yeah, well, we can make this happen. All right, so shooting phase. I think what takes place right now is I'm gonna take the infiltrator unit, and they're all just gonna shoot all of their weapons down into this crisis team unit.
Okay.
5's re-rolling.
3 AP nothings. I saved them all.
D6 shots with smite,
What's the range of smite?
24.
Nice.
So on 3's, re-rolling, all of them. And then on 4's, re-rolling. 3 AP -1s.
All right, on 4s. 2 of them saved. 1 of them goes through. How much damage?
D3 damage. So 2 damage.
2 damage. I have 4 wounds left with that Crisis Suit.
And then D6 auto hits with the Assassin's Neural Shredder.
T4, 4 up save.
2 ups. So 3 6-up saves for you, my friend.
No,
No.
none of them. So you've killed 3?
After that, my unit of Assault Marines with Strike are going to shoot at your Crisis unit. Pistols.
3 3-ups. Oh, 1 goes through.
1 goes through.
1 damage.
Yeah.
Down to 3 wounds on that Crisis Suit.
And blackouts. Uh-oh. Big force. AP -1, 2 damage hits directly to the commander is what I want.
All right. So he has a 3-up save. Goes to a 4-up. Save 1. 1 goes through.
2 damage.
2 damage to the commander. He's down to 6 wounds remaining.
Okay, sounds good. And the reason I wanted to do it that way is because what I don't want...
You don't want to make it charge any farther. Makes sense. You did some damage. You're hoping to wipe out the squad anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the scouts are going to shoot just down into
The stealth
these
suits?
guys. Yeah, into these guys here on 2 because they're stationary. So 1 4s. 1 AP -2, 2 damage so far.
Oh, don't save it.
And
You've killed
missiles.
one more. There's one left.
On a 2-up. Wounds. 1 AP minus 2, d6 damage.
No!
D6 damage. 3.
You killed him!
Yeah. Okay, great. So then after that, what's going to happen is I'm going to move on to my charge phase, and Cave-In Strikes unit is going to charge down at your suits. Now I need a 6-inch charge here because we're just like leaping down from the bridge.
I wish I could overwatch you, but I cannot.
You can't. You already did it. 5, 6, 7.
Woo! Woo! You made it, Steve.
I made it. The Calidus Assassin is going to charge your Vespid.
Go for it.
I need 9. So here's hoping.
No.
Nope.
Nope.
Vespid are safe.
As you target that unit F for the fighting there, I'm going to use stim injectors for 1 command point, bringing me down to 2, which means they get a 6-up feel of pain. I'm hoping that I hold on there. If I can hold on and like punch you back once, that'd be fantastic.
Great. Yeah. I'm going to spend my 1 command point, and I'm going to honor the chapter. So it gives them Lance, so I get +1 to wounds.
So good.
And we're going to just go right for it.
Yeah, those guys are toast.
Probably pretty toast, but we'll see.
Hammer of Wrath from the Assault Marines.
I love that that's back. I missed Hammer of Wrath.
So on a 4-up, you take mortals. So you take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mortal wounds.
Oof. Oof. All right, let's see if 6-up feel the pains, feel safe. No, none. You've killed the Crisis Suit.
Yeah.
And you've done 2 more wounds to the commander.
Now Shrike goes to work.
On 2s, re-rolling, go Oaths a moment. So then the commander needs to make 7 AP minus 2 saves.
7. Oh, he's gonna do it. He's gonna save them all. On 4s. Save 3 of them. 4 go through. How much damage is that?
8 damage.
All right. I need all these to be 6-ups. No. All right, he's dead. You know, he's kind of close. Also, just a decoy.
Yeah, sure.
So, I've lost my Crisis Suits, but that's okay, because my Breachers are still there, and they're gonna go kill Shrike's unit.
So I move forward and I touch into...
So you're gonna consolidate into the Devilfish?
I consolidate into the Devilfish.
You can consolidate into the Devilfish. Because you're 5 inches up vertically, you count as being engaged with that Devilfish transport.
Okay, great.
All right, well, I guess that means my Devilfish rams into you.
Yeah, by all means.
Yay, Devilfish! Hey, hit you twice. Hey, when'd you done?
Cool.
That was a good turn for you, sir.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, you, I think you were in a commanding place in this game now.
Steve is finally getting his point across with Shrike and the boys. He also manages to score both his secondaries for 8 points and a commanding lead of 33 to 18.
I'm in a strong place here. I've gotten rid of most of Steve's strong units. He's really got very little left. Though I still have very little left too, the score is really close. I've got to be careful and not lose my key units here. Sorry, do I have any battle shock units? No, you killed everybody.
Yes, the Vespid.
Oh, the Vespid could be battle shocked. Vespid.
Fail their battle shock and require a command point for insane bravery to keep their objective control. By doing so, Nick scores a big 10 points on primary, keeping him in the hunt.
All right, and then I go draw 2 objectives.
Secondary draw is area denial and engage on all fronts. Tough combo to score those, but Nick still has a lot of tools.
Area denial is take the center. Engage on all fronts is take table quarters. So exact opposite things.
Yeah.
All right, so for me to win this game, I need to take out Shrike's unit. If I can take out Shrike's unit right there, then you have very little left.
Yes.
The Breachers pile out looking to take down Shrike. The Vespid move in on the home objective. Devilfish floats up to the top of the bridge. Has the detonation sequence started? Oh boy.
I'm going all in on killing Shrike's unit here. I think this is a key pivotal moment if I can do this. Okay. So, in the shooting phase, I'm going to target the Breachers into Shrike's unit. Sure. Before I do that, as they're eligible to shoot, I'm going to spend 1 command point on the grenade stratagem. So they're going to toss a grenade at that unit right now. 4 mortal wounds. Boom! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mortal wounds.
Yeah,
that was a great grenade. That's 2.5 dead.
Just rocking out.
Woo!
That's what you're doing.
Excellent. And then I'm going to fire with those Breachers into Shrike's squad there.
Yep.
They're going to be guided by the Tetras. Reroll all their hit rolls. You're on an objective, so I'm going to reroll all my wound rolls. Okay. In addition, I'm going to spend 1 command point on point blank ambush. which because you're within 9 inches is going to allow me to increase my armor penetration by 1.
Okay.
Also, because they're being guided, you don't get, by a marker light unit, you don't get cover. And lastly, sustained hits will happen, sustained hit 2 on 6s.
Okay.
I'm hoping that unit could take out
that
unit.
Yeah, of course it can. Like, you're like, I wonder if my unit that rerolls all hits and rerolls all wounds after doing 5 mortal wounds, I wonder if it's gonna kill it. Yes, it's gonna kill it, Nick.
Armor of Contempt from Steve. He needs this unit to live.
Armor Contempt.
Yeah.
Makes sense. You're down to no command points.
Yep.
I'm at no command points as well.
Yep.
All right, 30 dice.
In
Here
we
we
go.
go. Ba-boom. Rolling 1s. 1 fail. So I am now more wounds than I started with.
Yeah.
Almost 40 dice here.
Yep.
Wounding
So
on
what was what spotted for them?
the Tetras.
The Tetris did? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So wounding on 3s, rerolling 1s.
Sounds good.
Because you're on an objective marker.
Yeah.
Sorry, no, rerolling everything because you're on an objective marker.
Sure.
All right, a lot. Do you want to just roll these?
Yeah, probably.
Okay,
That's
here,
better choice.
here. So you just roll these.
What he needs is a miracle.
He'll strike twice over. So
Those assault marines are dead. Shrike is dead. They are all dead.
Breachers are awesome.
silly breachers. Just hate them.
So I actually have no more targets because everything else is lone operatives.
Yeah.
So that's the end of my turn.
Calidus Assassin uses polymorphine for more deep strike silliness. Good scoring from Nick here to tie things up. Engage on all fronts. Cashed in 4 command points for Nick. The game is tied, but there are fewer levers to pull to climb that scoreboard now. Steve will score 5 points on primary. Assault Doctrine will make his turn a bit more dynamic with advance and charge. Cleanse and investigate signals are tough to score this round.
End of my movement phase. The Calidus Assassin is going
Hold
up
the
here, holding the objective, and she will cleanse. Hopefully I take enough teeth out of your list that you're not going to, I can maybe outscore you to the end of the game.
The scoreboard is close. If
Exactly,
you can keep
right?
it close, you're in this game.
Tetras take a loss from the Scouts, and so do the Vespid.
Alrighty, so then after that, we're going to go to the charge phase, and my infiltrator unit is going to charge into here. I needed a 7-inch charge to make it across here and get to you.
All right.
I am CP re-rolling the crap
That is
out
why
of that.
you saved the command point.
Exactly. Huh.
7-8, you're in.
7-8.
You're hoping for higher, but
Going for higher, but that's okay. On a 5-up, I get a strat back because of their magic radio. So the
I want a magic radio. That sounds awesome.
comms relay on a 5-up, I get a CP back. I don't.
If I would have been thinking here on the ball, I should have done a photon grenade because it would have been -2 to your charge, and and I would have
good
gotten to make
gracious.
you do a battle shock test, and then I could have overwatched on top of that. So that would have
Freaking nuts.
been fun.
The infiltrators need to kill out these breachers here and now.
On 3s, re-rolling.
12 AP nothings.
12 AP nothings.
12 4-ups. You've killed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them so far. More attacks from the librarian, I believe.
Yeah. 3s, re-rolling.
Three
Sorry,
AP
AP minus 1s. Sorry.
I saved none of them. So you have 679.
yeah.
You've killed all but 1.
A hair short. That is too darn bad, that is for sure.
Breachers, wow, they went down fast.
Oh yeah, you folded pretty quick.
3 points for Cleanse puts Steve at 41 points, but will it be enough?
Vespa take a battle shock test, and they fail. They have OC0, so they don't control that objective marker right now. And the Fireblade also fails, so this unit is also battle shocked. Yeah, I have the command points for it. I'm going to spend the command point. Insane Bravery on these guys right here. So they're not battle shocked.
10 primary points, and Nick is firmly in the lead. Assassination and deploy teleport Homer off the top of the deck are both doable.
Those Vespid are going to deploy teleport homers.
Can you do it if you're battle shocked?
Oh. Yeah. Shoot, they're battle shocked. They
Awesome.
can't do it.
Rad. I love it.
All right, here's the plan. The Devilfish is going to sit right where it is, and it's going to cleanse that objective, blow it up, and score me 5 points for the end of the game.
Checks out, yeah.
That'll be
Plant
fun.
some bombs.
Secondly, I'm going to fall back with these guys. This Breacher is stuck in the middle and might die on a 1 or 2. So the Breacher dies from falling back, doing a desperate escape test.
Yeah. And then I'm going to spend one of my 2 command points.
Yep.
And I'm going to squad tactics and move this squad d6 inches.
Okay.
3 whole inches? Yes. Okay. So I have OC2 to your OC1.
Okay. The Ghost Guild is gonna have to move forward and abandon this objective to get within range of this unit because it's stupidly lone operative.
Feels good.
And we're gonna shoot into that unit. The Tetras are gonna guide the Ghost Guild to give them reroll hits.
Okay. I am going to Armor of Contempt.
Armor of Content. Excellent. I'm gonna be hitting on 3s, rerolling all fails.
4-ups. So I pass 4 of them, so 2 go through to kill 2 guys.
Should have killed this squad. That was disappointing. And then his twin fusion blaster. I hit. That sustains. That becomes 3 hits.
Ooh, those sustained hits are nasty. 2 down.
That was a really tight turn. I'm still holding on to assassination. I was hoping I could take that, but if I can kill him next turn, I think I can guarantee enough points to take this game. It all depends on what secondaries Steve draws and how he can eke out as many points as he can.
Calidus polymorphines away from Steve's only objective. Big risk, but he must have a plan. Tau are in the lead in turn 5, but only by 5 points.
All right, here at turn 5, my librarian is gonna do work. I'm pumped up.
Defend stronghold and deploy homers for Steve's secondary pulls. He gave up his primary for this. He needs to pull this off. Tetras are the oath target. The librarian moves in. It's hero time. Steve's assassin drops into Nick's home objective. That will be a good homer deploy for 5 victory points.
So what's gonna take place is the sniper squad's gonna shoot down at the Tetra. It's re-rolling.
Snipers fire at the Tetra, destroying it. The oath.
I am going to turn Nick's weapon back at him. I'm gonna use the grenade strat too. I can do it. He can do it, I can do it. Death.
Just barely, yeah.
So 4 mortals. Goodbye, Kadra Fireblade. And then for shooting,
He then mind bullets the Vespid into little itty bitty pieces and defends his stronghold.
So I am left with a transport and the Ghost Guild, which is actually Shadow Sun.
Stay tuned for Steve calling a ghost.
awesome.
She's still alive, right?
Yes.
Steve makes a valiant effort, scoring both his secondaries and pulls into the lead at 49 points. A great score in the last turn here.
This objective is now burned,
Yeah.
and this bridge is gonna blow up.
Total of 15 for blowing up the bridge and grabbing some last minute objectives. The final, with paint, is 59 for Steve and 71 for Nick. Only 12 points separating our 2 generals. It was a fantastic game by both players. Thank you, Nick and Steve, for the magnificent game. Thank you, David Maloney, for the fantastic scenario and for being a true supporter of Play on Tabletop. We appreciate your participation in our awesome Discord community and can't wait for more custom missions to play. Thanks as well to GameMat EU for the sweet terrain. Our boards would not be the same without you. And until we see you next time, play on.
Congratulations to Nick on his victory. He gets more victor dice to add to his bucket.
This was fun. The verticality was crazy. I loved thinking of 40K in a new box, in a new way.
The verticality really did mean something and it felt like it.
Steve, you were awesome. Thank you so much. David, thank you for designing this scenario with us.
And until we see you next time in the far-flung future of this grimdark universe, play on, yo.